Hey guys, thank you guys for watching. This is Master the Game Sports. We're going to be talking about the Michigan-Iowa game coming up here in a little bit, just a couple short hours, the Big Ten championship game. I am super stoked, being a huge Michigan fan my whole life. This is huge. So, going to get into my predictions in a little bit, but I can't say I'm feeling like super confident. Like, I feel like we should win. I think we're going to win. But at the same time, like, Iowa has given us fits over the years. We've always had tough games against them. And there are some things about this Iowa team that can be scary. Their run defense, for example, is pretty dang good. And our rush offense is pretty good. So if they can stop our running offense, the question is, can we throw on them? Well, we can. I truly believe in Cade McNamara. I truly believe J.J. McCarthy is actually a really good backup. I think we can throw on them. I really do. But if we get stuck forcing to throw on third and long, second and long all the time, Iowa does really well in those situations. They force turnovers. You guys all know this. If you've been following any of the coverage leading up to this game, that is the trick for Iowa. Iowa scores, I believe, on almost a third of their possessions where they've forced turnovers. So that's, again, a scary thought. Now, if we can limit turnovers, have no more than one at tops in this game, then I think we walk away with the win, big win. If we turn the ball over more than once, again, that's playing into their strengths, and we're going to have some serious problems there. Now, flip it to the other side of the ball. When we're talking about our defense, we have a relentless pass rush thanks to Aiden Hutchinson, David Ojabo. We have some good speedy linebackers. We have some really good corners, some decent safeties. Like, we are good on defense. We match up really well defensively against their offense. However, they are a running offense. And in games where we've had moments of struggle, it's been against teams that can run the ball. Look at Michigan State. They ran the ball like crazy. Now, their running back is a Heisman candidate. So, take that for what it is. Iowa's running back is not a Heisman candidate. But Iowa's a good team. When it comes down to it, they can run the ball. And so if they can run the ball on our defense, then we might see some issues there. Now, if we force them to have to pass, they have the 105th ranked passing offense. That is terrible. That is more terrible than most schools in the country, right? I think there's 121 FCS schools. So they're in the bottom quarter of the whole NCAA football when it comes to passing. So again, do not turn the ball over. Do not play into that for them. Because again, if you are forced to pass it all the time, you're going to probably turn the ball over against these ball hawks on the defensive side of the ball. So I truly believe, though, we're going to win. I do think we're going to win handily, but this is not a game that I think our team can take lightly. And I don't believe they have. So when it comes down to it, what do I think the score, what do I think the prediction is going to be? For me, I really think Michigan's going to score mid to high 30s, and I think we're going to limit Iowa to maybe 14, maybe 17 points. So let's say Michigan 38, and let's say Iowa 17. Again, Iowa doesn't score a lot of red zone touchdowns. They're one of the worst teams when it comes to red zone scoring. They're ranked, I want to say, in the 90s somewhere out of all the FCS schools. They are not a good passing team. So again, I think these things play into our strengths well. For them to have a shot, they're going to be running the ball 30 plus times today. They're going to be actually moving the ball that way. And force a couple turnovers in the first half. I think that's what it's going to take for Iowa to beat us. To me, that it's going to come down to, can Iowa do the things they need to do? Whereas Michigan probably can do the things we've been doing all year and can probably walk over Iowa. So again, I honestly expect Hutchinson to have a big game. If he forces a turnover and scoops and scores, any of that stuff, then I think we can talk about Aiden Hutchinson winning the Heisman. But he's got to have a big game today, in my opinion, to win the Heisman. It is so hard for a defensive player to win the Heisman. And when it comes down to it, I would be shocked if Hutchinson wins the Heisman. Whereas, again, I think he can. I think he's good enough. I think he's clearly our best player. Him and Haskins are right up there as our best players. But it's going to take something huge in this game to get that recognition, I think. The Ohio State game definitely got a lot of people looking at Hutchinson for the Heisman. And I think this now that the eyes are on him, now we're playing for a college football playoff spot, now is the time. If you want the Heisman Hutch, you got to go and get some sacks, get a turnover, score. Like, those are the things that have to happen. He almost got an interception last week. It was lobbed over his head and on a screen, but he was close. He could have, if it was just a little bit lower of a ball, I think he'd have went pick six. So yeah, and so again, I think Michigan's going to win. I think they're going to win pretty handily. If Michigan does struggle, I still think they win by 2 scores. Say, for example, Iowa does get 20, 21 points. I still think there's no stopping our team from scoring 28, 30 points. Now, again, if we're playing handily and we're crushing them, 38 plus points in this game. So I don't believe in Iowa. I don't think they are a great team. They are, in my opinion, a good team, but I don't think they're great. So would love to hear your thoughts below. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And yeah, go blue, guys. Go blue.